Children's Discovery Museum, Medford, Oregon. This is Sharon Bolles, and she is the original founder of the Children's Discovery Museum in Medford, Oregon. This is the Oregon Secretary of State business website showing the history of the Children's Discovery Museum from the time that Sharon established it in 1998, shown at the bottom underlined in pink, the original articles of incorporation, and the original name shown at the top, 1998, with the history of name changes in between. This is an image of the original Articles of Incorporation. I got it from the Secretary of State website. This is not a great quality image, I know that, but the point is that these are the images that you can go and also find and download for yourselves from the Secretary of State for Oregon website. This is the original Articles of Incorporation for the 1998 Children's Discovery Museum. The Children's Discovery Museum was the first business that Sharon and Nando set up in Jackson County in '98. They've had lots of businesses, some exist, some currently do not. The Community Counseling Center of Ashland was one they established in 2011 and then re-established in 2015. Although Sharon hadn't had anything to do with the Children's Discovery Museum since they sold it in 2008, in 2011 and remains to this day, she still recognizes that she did set up the Children's Discovery Museum in Medford, and adds that she did so with her friend Jerry C. This is Sharon's husband. He calls himself Nando. They have a few businesses in the county. They are networked and connected to most of the businesses and organizations in the Rogue Valley. And surprisingly, a lot of times people say they don't know who Nando is, but when I show them his photographs, they do suddenly remember. So, for review. 226 Ross Lane was the original site location for Children's Discovery Museum. Used to be an old moose lodge, hasn't been in this location for a long time. Sharon and Nando sold this in 2008. This is the document that shows the history of sales and transactions on 226 Ross Lane. The original Children's Discovery Museum was a moose lodge, and that is the building that Nando and Sharon bought. I think everybody's aware that I'm not a lawyer or real estate professional or anything like that, but my understanding is that a TD is a transfer deed, which enables a person or corporation to transfer property to another without a sale being involved. So Sharon Bolles is Rogue Valley Children's Discovery Museum, registered herself as such in '98 with the Secretary of State, and as we can see, what they've done here is they've given themselves their own property. Not unusual. Having bought the Moose Lodge for $2 million in 2005, just 3 years later, Sharon and David decided they didn't want the building anymore, and they sold it, as indicated on this document, for $2.7 million. Hey, remember this? In good old Jacksephine County tradition, suffice to say, a lot of things happened and there was a lot of jiggery-pokery and maneuvering going on, and then this place happened. 413 West Main is the current location, has been for a while, of the Children's Discovery Museum. 413 West Main is shown on Google Earth right behind the County Tax Assessor's Office and Courthouse. Owned by the city of Medford, who acquired it for no money from Jackson County in 2004, which is what this document here shows. And the next document image shows what the county tax assessor thinks. No value. For such a large piece of land, you'd think it would have some value, but that happens more than you would think in Jacksephine County.